Good evening, Salot Ina Dlanot. Say hi, say what's up. Dogouts in Ozzy. Let me know. It's always cool to hear Dogouts in Ozzy. You never know who's listening from where and when, all that good stuff. But anyways, doing zinnig as a ziba dan O'Neil si Willis John via Hushin in Taylor's tours in the Losh Saskatchewan Clearwater River Dene Nation band member the Hislu. And doing zinnig at Treaty 4 territories, all Huntati Dana Diaza. Doing zinnig I'll come back anyways. Then I haven't had a guess maybe do maybe 1 month who's there's a few weeks anyways, and then but I've got a guess do maybe you've seen her name, Glenda Fontaine Hulye, uh in Telas Tue CRDN Clearwater River Dene Nation, what's at and I asked her, mental health boss hun tue koni sia nelu the gani school na there, and then now treatment center alan. So I look forward to hearing bits needed uh, today. So Masi Cho for joining me. And then yeah, Kunin, what's up? What kind of dry fish inflation dahi dila? Elda tiaja $15. Oh man. We're not gonna get into that today, but yeah, I can't wait to have some altai when I go up north next weekday. I'm gonna fix this. Says in production manager, the bedrooms and yeah, couldn't fix anything. But yeah, times have changed. Altai koltare. But they kinda they down Lulonla. So you're gonna have to pay $15. But anyways, we'll get into it. I'm gonna introduce to you Glenda Fontaine. Glenda Atlantic
Font so kind of
Nezu.
tired, but
Her Yanko sin and Nenes.
sorry, Zizaba. I
Mm.
like the weather out there.
Tildin Lenisa.
This sits and the Silin Lila. I don't think so.
Oh, Tini Gandilo.
Well, I stay home and then I go to work
Yeah.
and I come home. I cook supper and then I just started working out at the gym with my daughter. So
Nezu. Well, Masi Choner Suma doing Zinega Salunta in the maybe Yasa introduce her in the then direct Glenda.
well, my name is Glenda Fontaine. The same Clearwater River, Dene Nation of Tennessee. I I'm a practicum student at the treatment center here at the Armin Bakatla Treatment Center. I work alongside the counselor for now, and in a week and a half, I will start my position as the NADAP coordinator. And eventually, I will make my way into the counselor position, hopefully sooner rather than later.
Nezu. Good stuff, Nezu. Good for you. Edric, Ani, I school neither. You see, plenty program neither.
It's the Addictions Community Services Work Program. Hotel Adikun Alasnania. I was security there for 4 years, and the last almost 3 years I worked nights
Mm.
because I preferred nights. And about 2 years into working Banani Suraja, I quit drinking and I said to myself, I can't see myself here in another 5 years. I can't. There's got to be more to life than this. You know,
Mhm.
Hatsitani, years ago, I wanted to go back to school, but because of circumstances, what I went through, I couldn't. And so I figured it's never too late. It's not too late.
Mm.
And so, yeah, Banani Sturja, but I didn't do anything about it because I didn't know what to go back to school for.
Mm.
Um,
Let's
I
see
just
school line there.
it's online through CDI College. It's based all over Canada. So Hotare SAS Poly and applies I had sent out papers and whatnot. Besides and accept the Siliao Kole. I figured I should go the other way. But city and known as Ahade Sapahar Na I know because I'm not a city girl, sorry. So that was pretty much out of the question. I know I could do it, but I don't know to maintain a home back here while still living in the city.
Mm-hmm.
That was out of the question for me, pretty much.
Mm.
So I did research on this school, and then I did a lot of research on it, and then I asked around here as well, and then the jobs that it was accredited that I found out, and then so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. So I got accepted, and then it was the funding part. Sa school I figured I had a good chance,
Mm-hmm.
and so I applied for the funding, and I don't know. Yeah, I applied for the funding. It's I guess they considered it because there's not many people that apply that go back to school for addictions, right? And it's needed in our communities around here.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess they considered it, and so I got the funding,
Mm.
and I was scared. I was nervous. Then like the yes, I probably would have ended up in the ER with a panic attack, most likely. So yeah, and
Yeah.
going back to school has really helped me. Oh my god!
Straight to voicemail. Yeah. Yeah, Nezu, na do school da in Joe. All nine school nine there Nabadlant any to stay on top of school maybe the Allen nila
Oh,
Nabadlant any for you to manage
the
all of it.
8 years school ha except as it's in funding sa payalyaw, and then it was a matter of when I start. And I didn't want to work and attend school at the same time because classes it'll be 3-4 times a week,
Mm.
and it could be in the morning or in the afternoon or whatnot. It's a job bagas nilu. I just went back to school.
Mm.
So
Nezu.
yeah.
My guest at Theo's in the Lost Clearwater it's in four-wheeler it's a recontu Cotorella. Yeah, all hours of the night. Nezu, Glenda in a basine school line there that the addictions worker boss, and I'm glad that you ban it's in it's a lot difficult. I mean, ani current nila na but do any, then I go this and night delu school not delu they gotta juggle
Yes.
new place new city big and that do not a lot a to leave your home community and then, sunk there for 6 months and uh Tabor and Nishul Kones Thanarsi. And
Uh, can't, I
mhm,
I considered possibilities staying at a friend's house, but then Queen that's a her alone.
mhm, yeah,
Season cost, I wouldn't feel comfortable at another person's house, at somebody else's house,
yeah,
more because I keep to myself, and it's funny that I'm not really a people person, but
mhm. But you're working to be a counselor.
and yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. It's like it's where I'm meant to be right now.
yeah,
Like everything that I've been through, my past, everything when I felt like I hit my lowest of the low,
yeah.
when I hit my rock bottom, I didn't see myself working at the treatment center.
Mm. Nizo, nizo.
Mm.
Ay gani currently la Glenda doing school and though there's always stuff that leads up to this Dennis Ani I currently la security has clearance in for another 5 years, so I decided to make change. Dennis Kodadila. And what was that moment then about at the hunt snile, doing down a thani see um Net's sobriety date na ba dlant inia dano droto halhulni na tu sober na there inisi.
Oh, um, Kulturas nila hers that I knew, and it was a struggle being an alcoholic. It's a struggle trying to do things
Mm,
because there's a lot of things that are against you. Like then Dali sometimes they laugh at you. From my experience, I see like a lot of people used to put me down,
mm,
and huntuastan, yeah, hunturas nilers in a jaw. I knew that much. It was just a matter of when, of how, and sa bibiyat anantira saskan bananis through sinyest eintira nishanla a samami nashanla. It's saliente eight bagay sa chastania. Panantay tasil anya ek isa sa chastania. Samam kuntsiya or kuts samam halnazerla. Sa bibit panantayong for yung tantuta sil anay zero physically, mentally, emotionally. The ones on Bahalis Tishi, we talk about stuff about our past. She grew up with that for like the first 8-9 years of her life.
mm-hmm,
And it's Bananister, Sayas Bananister. And I kept thinking, this isn't a life. This isn't the life that I wanted. Not for myself, not for my children, and
mm,
everything. Like, poor Lucy Bananister at Joe. I mean, I know I'm smart, and I know school Dennis Jody. I know I could do it. It was just all these doubts, everything in my head,
mm-hmm,
you know, all the mental mental abuse, everything. I never thought I would actually ever leave that behind.
mm-hmm.
But
Nabadlant do Korean banani thro do tha sober nine therla and you know sober and jara doesn't mean everything not it doesn't happen right away and
no,
doing Dani Thani Yauna Badlant Akrini to share it just publicly and then as can about how to go over these situations at Ida and you see this abusive home and just to talk about it Nabadlanta.
today, yesterday has sahu yesterday because going back to that place where I once was, that I actually lived through all this and I actually survived. When I think back on it, I can't believe I'm still here. Sometimes I can't believe that I actually survived what I've been through. But I'm not going to go into detail on that because just because.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so sa bibib ni Sturja and I had to do something. So the town course the
Mm-hmm.
security training and I figured I could do that. It's something I'd like to try at least. So a course he through and then I was doing odd jobs in town, hiking to town until I got a job at the hospital. The Queen already know I was put on the schedule, but phone interview asilyaw the Queen's and the interview asilyaw and still no word. But the thing here is that sober Nestor Haresta and after 3 weeks for some reason it was always 3 weeks. I go back to drinking. I don't know why, but it was always at 3 weeks. But anyways, Huntuestang it's on Funelsen from the Saskatoon Ayaslian come to a couple days who's come to it's a banani surla. Wait, if you don't go to this job, you're pretty much screwed over, you know? Uh, uh, next day, next night, a night shift. 14 hours I worked. Yahihal Sugar Snilzon.
Mm-hmm.
Next night, 12 hours. Third night, I felt better. And after that, it scheduled at the 13 and on those days that I wasn't working, I was like, I need a beer. I need a beer. And then Banani throw that beer isn't worth it, not with the first 2 nights that you worked, especially working katu aleno stales on easy, nasanaja. And then my kid deserves more, deserves a sober mama, someone to look up to and someone to be proud of. Banani sir. And see her kid see her the nulnya jari alas not ilu twist on the hianaster. I thought about all that and I didn't want that. It's scheduled at the 13 la. Oh, I don't sober nester la. And then that day comes. 3 weeks. That day comes. The third week, that day, Noni Zero, and then it was like do or die here, do or die. Because third week, I always went and started drinking again. But that day was Zero, and then it was after midnight, and then I'm like, after midnight, I passed that third week mark, third week, and the next day, and I knew I wasn't going back. I knew because I passed that 3 week mark. I don't know why, but it was always at 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew in my heart, I knew I wasn't going back. And I never did. And I always said, relapse is not an option, not for me. Relapse has jolly, it'll be the end for me.
Mm-hmm.
Tu hal hu hi yao. Sana relapse as jolly. It's just going to be the end of it for me.
Mm-hmm.
So bananister kalila hun tut ik bananister le doe that has on hun tu nestanet in hazan when
Yeah.
I first quit. But doing it's in the illa
Mm-hmm. There's
and it'll be 5 years this month.
5 years, Nezulai Sonla Nene, to treatment in nine there's on you just decided, hey, Sani has
Yeah,
hmm,
I
wow.
didn't go to treatment. I never see Yailong Sihara.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I used to be so angry before. I used to be an angry person,
Mm-hmm.
lashing out. And soberness through, I still had anger in me, and bananas through, and to live a peaceful, happy life, to be at peace with myself, within myself. I had to forgive. I
Mm-hmm.
had to forgive people. I haven't told them I forgive you, but I forgive people. Not for them, but for myself. For
Mm-hmm.
my own healing, I had to forgive people.
So it's man, good for you to neninetsia like that, and then without going through a process or the motions, that do healing bosses. So all this time, Thene, maybe see dua jare. I know yet you honi sidering slow.
I started praying to the higher power when I was at my lowest. Tathare nasilchuha Kenya. But then as time passed, I started asking for help. Sadzi RSK.
Mm,
Allah has tsahuniti. And I prayed. I knew I couldn't do it alone. I had no help. I had no support. And I prayed from my heart. And for me, that's what helped me a lot
one
because
of
si
sorry.
like other than that, I didn't go to treatment center. I didn't go to AA meetings or anything.
Mm-hmm.
The ones treatment center last night, it really helps.
Mm-hmm.
It really does, and I really love it there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's different, I guess, than a yet he base. One of the things that are often at earliest too. yeah, Tigo Shenla see, and I meant the Catholic prayers. And then he said, Gani Krinila, you just gotta not TSC to the kneel to the creator, Ned Zioti. That's prayer, and I really believe that, and then that's what I do too, maybe massiness, all that good stuff, you know, uh dual jasi, Caesar, and for yourself, a do treatment alen now, maybe some of the things you gotta hear or see, like another issue, like trigger any issue, like a to, it's like, oh man, it's like a flashback, I was there and I'm not, you know.
Can't as ensemble, but I have people that I can talk to, so that really helps. Like one of my best friends, we talk about once a week. If she's listening, she knows I'm talking about her.
Mhm.
And yeah, she'll either call me or I'll call her, and we don't see each other all the time, but we talk once a week, at least once a week, and she's my go-to person, one of my go-to person. Well, my first actually,
Mhm.
and yeah,
Nazo, nazo, I don't see to even just to get to where you are, that's huge, even sides in a kole kani bagayan tila tazara with you, and then I just fall off again. One of the things, then the wagon, the wagon. See, you mentioned it too. My sobriety is not a wagon. Since
mm,
sobriety is not a wagon, I don't look at it as a wagon.
mm,
My sobriety is my life, Nantila. I don't know if I have another recovery in me. So, seniye.
it's the journey, the path that I'm on now. I, to be honest, I never ever said any before that I'm on the wagon. I don't think I've ever used those words,
Mhm,
'cause this is all me. This is my road.
mhm,
It's mine and mine only.
mhm,
And hard to believe. I'm still, sometimes I'm like, wow, you're actually doing it.
mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
so teni nailed, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this.
Like when I first got the news that I was accepted, I cried. And then when I heard that I got funded, I cried again. I
Mhm,
literally cried.
mhm.
And so I'm like, wow, I'm actually going to do it. And now I'm actually doing it.
Yeah.
I stopped saying the word try, and then nowadays I just say I'm gonna do it.
It's kind of like, like nini. Huntuana stairs in kole, or when am I gonna do it? How am I gonna do it? It's so many times,
Yeah.
something so positive. It just takes us a long time to do it.
Uh-huh.
Not, I don't know, Benares Nila. I guess maybe something I
But
won't figure out.
it's a feeling. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, I guess, because even now, even people that I don't know, they tell me you're such a strong person. And I never knew I had that strength within myself. I never knew until lately.
Mhm,
Like, I'm doing it. I'm actually doing all these things that I never thought I'd actually do.
mhm,
Like 10 years ago when I fell into that depressive state, if if somebody had told me 10 years from now you're going to be happier, you're going to be working at the treatment center, you're going to be in your quiet home without anyone screaming or yelling in your ear, I would have been like, no way, that's not going to happen. But
mhm.
yet here I am.
Yeah. Nazu, nazu. And I do, through hingalo. So you feel this is where hingalo I. It's like,
Yes, I believe it. I know it.
hmm
I know it in my heart. I know it. This is where I'm meant to be. Everything that I've been through, my past, everything, all the hardships that I've been through, all the physical, emotional, mental abuse, everything that I've been through has brought me here.
nazu, nazu. Good stuff, Glenda Fontaine, doing zinnig a lot of must-see choner sent I for sharing all that. It's or a Nilo until I know you're a bit nervous, but
Hmm.
I just want to say thank you. And that's all I got for you. But dene hayatini ani dene na banonus alu balaulia.
I really don't know what to say, but well, I guess asi no hapahur nila no senda kole. You gotta change your mindset, and you gotta dig deep in your heart, and that's where you'll find your answers. And prayers goes a long way too. I mean, I'm not imposing prayers on people, but like religion on people. But yeah, that's something that's really helped me and is still helping me, that I believe in. So yeah, it's never too late to go back to school. It's never too late for anything. Like you could be 60 years old and sober up and go back to school and help people, help your people.
Mhm.
So yeah, now I love where I am in my life right now, and I, I'm just thankful to be here.
Masi cho masi, for sharing and it's to come out with all that stuff. It is a lot, and nabasi ne sandoka, 5 years. So online nana that's pretty good,
Yeah,
be proud, and nuni their day, take cake on shun to celebrate that one more day. It's all
yeah,
about
for sure.
Nes kana bahalo so na basine masi chona usi doing salon tatinda. Maybe another day sana alti natlinoza.
Yeah, okay. Merci.
Masi. Alrighty, selot in a Glenda Fontaine de la Clearwater River Dene Nation. It's a na do huntoya nelu a doom school dan jao and then full circle on as well, didn't go to treatment, but but knee helps you, and that's the message I got, but Glenda yanked is kani ko dila change your mindset, nani sa dunanale do any then de dueha, it's just that changing that narrative, ko na bayu lela, it's unless it's dry fish, then somebody can do it for you. But Dene, I just want to say thank you, Dene, for coming out. Dok Elosi, um, it's very good to see Dene's sobriety. Yeah, sober, not deal to live healthy. Doing size it's anybody as tina, and it's like a code and it just kind of stuck with me today. And doing Glenda Bahalia Babasine and anybody else, side Zinedohina. It's all about one day, you know, and that's how I live. It doesn't matter not a year, see, it's just about one day, that's equality in sobriety. So, Nenie Saduna Lare, you're gonna get through it. So with that, Masi Choner hosting salot in a dunes in what's up, Leonard Desani? And yeah, we'll do this once again. I am next week, I believe I am traveling. Yeah, I'll be traveling. So I'm gonna get my next guest, and then Celine has got dance this week, eh? So we're gonna be bit again, but I'm gonna make sure I got more guests, more and more. So Daniel, if they put the people in front of me, I'm gonna ask them. So once again, mahsi cho dun tedege teu tezuno baralyan leo esjedesi edua duodesi down south. It's a beautiful day, and I'm thankful for all of you for Sadurult and to keep supporting me. So mahsi cho, have a good night. Si willa janvier hushe in telas to it. Oh, thin telas to it. That correct us in La Loche, Saskatchewan, Clearwater River Dene Nation band member the Hislu and Doon Zinage Treaty 4 territories, Huntati da Masicho